You're
Sir Ten of himself.
Sir Ten of himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
Well, I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here.
He doesn't know how to say.
Okay, so this guy's rather full of himself. That guy's got a language barrier, and Manny's a nice guy. All right, let's go ahead and meet Sir Loin of Roast Beefington.
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really, it gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz
Okay, so I'm Graham. What were you hiding in your hand? And I'll leave you alone. Well, obviously, we start with introductions.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference.
Circumference.
But I am currently in the process of rebranding myself. Starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
Now, for the people who that joke flew over their heads, it's a math term.
What's your name again?
So now we know his name, Acorn. What were you hiding in your hand?
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, feather boy.
Okay. Seriously, what are you hiding?
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, string bean.
Okay, what's your name again?
What was your name again, Sir Fatso?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
All right, I'll leave you alone.
I'll leave you be.
Go away.
Okay. So, everybody's a jerk except for Manny. And maybe not a Chaka. That's what we're going to call him, because he doesn't really say anything other than, Chaka. So, let's go talk to Manny.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
So, we have a Chaka, we have Acorn, but we don't know who the other guy is. Let's ask about Acorn.
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
Okay, so we know that he keeps a squirrel under there. What about a Chaka?
What can you tell me about a Chaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
Okay. And obviously we know what'll happen if we ask about Sir Tenet himself, so...
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
So maybe now that we know what Acorn is hiding, we could use it to get the other guy's name. So...
What do you want?
I found out what you're hiding.
I, heard what you're hiding.
No, you didn't, skinny pants.
I did. I heard a rumor that a tiny squirrel pet lives under your belly.
What? Who told you that? I bet it was Whisper. He's the worst. His ego is the one thing I can't stomach. And she's not my pet. She's my friend.
Okay, so now we know the guy's name, Whisper. But now we're a little confused. Now we're a little curious. Do we want to know the squirrel's name?
Might as well.
Does your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out.
All right, I'll leave you alone.
I'll leave you be.
You need to get lost.
Okay, so Princess Madeline of Avalon. And now let's go ahead and confront this guy because we know his name now.
In a grin, yes. Have you remembered my name?
Yeah, he has got a bit of an ego.
Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third, hailing from Modesto. But I'm sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it, free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me. I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
I don't know. I think I missed a detail in there somewhere, Andrew. Maybe you can help out. Whisper doesn't love Whisper? No, he very much loves Whisper. In fact, he loves him to the point of annoyance. Okay, so now we know Whisper's name, which means we can get the dirty on Manny. Or from Manny.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on
Yeah, we want Whisper.
What can you tell me about Whisper?
Whisper? Huh, his feet might fly by without a sound, but his mouth never will. A shining star in his hometown, he hopes to rebuild his fan base in Daventry. I've heard he'll do anything for the spotlight, and can never be outshined. People that arrogant are usually primed for a fall. Don't you think so?
Yeah, usually. Especially in games like this, if they're very full of themselves.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Okay, so I think we've actually got information for every single knight. Let's go ahead and try and take the chivalry test. Because I think we got enough.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Well, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Well, that would be Achaka, right? Because he's got there's a bit of a language barrier. Let's try that.
Okay.
A Chaka.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've actually answered this wrong. So this would be Achaka.
A Chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Well, let's just mess around now. Trick question, man.
Trick question. Manny is his full name.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
A mirror.
A mirror, by the looks of him. What's my score?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got one answer correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors. Return to me when you're ready to take the test.
Can I just say for the record, I never liked that whole get to know you thing in a class. It just always felt like we were wasting a little bit of time.
Are you ready for the chivalry
Okay,
test?
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple
So now we know it's
languages?
Manny.
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 That's what I was gonna
Friends,
guess.
We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
So that would be Achaka.
A Chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Obviously, this would be Whisper, so we have to say his full name.
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third of Modesto. I'm sure of it.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest
Now,
competitor?
actually, really quick side note. I actually think the whole of Modesto thing that was added, I believe that's where Sierra actually started.
Oh, really?
The company, yeah, in Modesto, California. So, there you go. What is the name of the companion of the strongest competitor? Well, that would be,
Princess
of course...
Madeline of Avalon.
Thank you.
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got all the answers correct. Great job, Pockets. Now, we shouldn't keep your new friends waiting, should we? let's start the show.
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court. But that's not all. As you all know, tragically, the king has no heirs. So, this position could very well lead to the crown of Daventry itself. Now, let's officially commence the competition part of the tournament. I do hope you've all made friends, because it's about to get nasty. The time has come to collect your entrance tickets.
Oh, over here! Over here, I got mine right here!
I'm sorry, I really am, but that is not an entrance ticket. In fact, from up here, it looks like a sweaty piece of cloth. Oh, probably just a snot rag.
That
Each knight
jerk!
hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, dum-dum-dum-dum, one eye of a hideous beast. And, due to Proclamation 1748.2, it will actually need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy, or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Oh,
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry. We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Whisper!
Ooh.
Whisper can do it.
so, hold on. So really quick, did you notice what Whisper was about to do in order to meet the requirements? He had a tiny little cute bunny in his hand. He was about to cut his eye out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so mean. But then they told him since it was a cute creature, they couldn't do it. I wonder who this person is, however. And it looks like we have a little bit of a makeshift bridge. I don't think this is going to last very long. Oh, probably she made it. And there we go.
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
Okay, so if you remember from the village, she said she was the one on the left. That would be the blacksmith shop we saw. So it's fairly safe to say that since her shop actually offered the bravery kind of solution and the way that she acts, she's probably kind of the guide down the bravery path. Which I like her, personally. I liked her as a character, especially when I did the live stream. But we're going down the compassion route.
So, how did you find an eye?
Oh, what's here? Something's moving around.
There's a hideous beast lurking inside. Ouch! Rude!
Oh.
Couldn't tell.
And that didn't give us an eye. So yes, we now have our task, people. We need to find an eye of a hideous beast in order to move on to the next round of the tournament. And what would be this? Oh, hi.
I have to get these all picked before I can go home. Leave me be so I can finish my work.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and do that. Maybe we'll have to keep that in mind later, though. So this would be the other entrance into the town of Daventry.
How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels.
Okay. Well, that wasn't expected. And what's in here? So this is the front entrance to the town of Daventry.
I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
Okay. Now, obviously, we're going down the compassion route, but we're going to go ahead and meet people. So let's go. Well, we met Amaya, so let's see who actually is our guide down the compassion route. Oh, hi there.
Hello there, and good afternoon. If I do say so myself, sometimes you roll the dice, and they all come up wenty. Even though the bridges are out, and my supplier has gone missing, I sold yesterday's bread when I wasn't even here. I wish more people were that trustworthy around Daventry. Now, you fine strapping lad, how may I help you?
So, let's go and talk to him.
Figure out what you want?
We can't technically talk to him about the fact that if we walked out, then we could actually admit that we did that.
Oh, yeah.
But we paid for it, so we're good. Got any eyes back there? Any free samples? What smells so good? Well, first of all, I mean, we're in a bakery, so you ask about free samples.
Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitter root. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
Oh, cool. So that's something to aim for. Got any eyes back there?
That's not a delicious, chocolate, hideous beast's-eye cake I smell cooking, is it?
Looking for an eye, are you? Well, it must be that time of year again. Frankly, I can't tolerate it. The Fays weren't raised that way. It's archaic. So much fighting and needless killing. Compassion comes from the heart, you know? As does food. If you want to get to the heart of any problem, all you need is pie. You look like a compassionate fella, like myself. And I think we're going to get along right as raisins. Please, don't take part in the violence.
Okay. You heard him. That's officially how we're going to solve every situation in our lives, Andrea. With pie. Because that's how it works, right?
Yep.
Alright, so obviously this guy doesn't want any harm. He doesn't want anything like that. You go that route, and there will be consequences. What smells so good?
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's star shroom pie. A delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before. Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they?
You're right, we wouldn't.
Fortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered, and I can't complete the recipe. Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my go-to instead. Tell you what, if you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
Okay. Well, good to know.
Good day.
Aren't you glad you came?
You don't know where to find those ingredients?
Well, we're gonna find out, obviously, but that's kind of the purpose here, is we only have 1 gold coin left. So, obviously, we need to work with these people to figure that out.
Amaya looked like she needed a hug today.
So, now that we've talked to our compassionate friend here, let's go ahead and talk to the people of wisdom and see what they have to say, like the magic shop. And going in. Okay, so here we go.
You aren't the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Oh, hush feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court. He appears to be a compassionate gentleman, but he is clearly out of his comfort zone. He is one who needs to think more with his brain and less with his heart if he is going to defeat the contenders in this year's knight tournament.
Zounds! Did you just read my fortune?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true, we're judges. This is my judging phase.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yeah, there was no fly in it.
Well, we've shifted our core business to potions, curiosities, and the occasional practical joke. We gladly share our wisdom for free, but everything else starts at one shiny gold coin.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see.
Okay, so we technically have some interesting solutions here. We'll have to keep this in mind. I'm a little hesitant because we want to be able to use our shiny gold coin the way it needs to be used. So, now that we've met them, let's go ahead and meet back up with Amaya. And just, you know, kind of chat things up. Maybe she has a solution to this problem.
Hey, Graham. If you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor. My bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest.
Okay, so somebody stole her bed with her in it.
Well,
I would think she would know her kidnapper at that point, wouldn't she?
Every time the word distress rings through this town, I run out in the hope it's a call to action. Nope. More angry bees and incompetent
Wow, so
guards.
she's kind of frustrated.
You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order.
Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the crumbler here.
Back away from the crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins
Which
for a work order.
we really don't. And this one obviously catches our eye. This is very World of Warcraft-esque.
Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye.
Okay, well, good thing to know. So that didn't really help all that much. Let's talk to her really quick.
So, you know what you want?
Where can I find a hideous beast eye?
Do you have any idea where I can hunt down an eye of a hideous beast?
What a glorious day for a tournament. My favorite time of year. Fire-eyed new recruits, the clanks and clinks of armor clashing, and the action the very finest. One hopeful always rises to the occasion. I love it all. Some people in town, they complain about the barbaric events, but it's a tradition I'm proud to be a part of. If I was competing, I'd go after the biggest, scariest beast I could find, even if it meant certain death. As they say, fortune favors the bold. You, on the other hand, have a kind heart. Probably wouldn't blind a beast just to win a competition. Your arms look like they've never even held a bow. No, you're just too nice. But perhaps you'll prove me wrong.
Alright, so there's her advice. She wants bravery. She wants violence. Let's see. What's that weapon on the wall?
So, I've been meaning to ask. What is that amazing blade for? Is it for battling vicious werebears? How many ice orcs has it slain? Does it deal justice? Is it road legal? Is it made of fear?
Oh, that? No, that's for gardening. I use it to trim
Oh,
my
only
veggies.
for gardening, huh?
Seeing as my place is all tended to, and my petunias are most lovely, I'm willing to part with it for the price of one shiny gold coin. I'm sure you've got a prickly situation that needs attending.
Okay, so now that we know that...
Bye.
Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches!
Okay, so now we know two things that we can purchase with one gold coin. We could purchase the gardening tool, kind of the violent way to go, and we also know of the pie, the starberry pie. We actually forgot to talk to these people. Let's see their solution for one gold coin.
Find everything you were looking for?
So let's see, how much for that candle? Do you have any eyes? Well, obviously, straight to the point.
Do you have any eyes of hideous beasts in stock?
An eye, you say? Yes. Your name, please?
It's Graham. Last name?
Graham. program with a G, I assume. I don't see your name on this list. Oh, you did pre-order,
No,
right?
no, we didn't.
Pre-order?
Oh, yes, this time of year our eyes fly off the shelves.
If you haven't pre-ordered, you're out of luck. Our eyes are completely on back order. If you'd like, we can put you on the waiting list for our next shipment.
When will that arrive?
We get shipments every 8 months.
I'm afraid that won't work.
Well, hang on a sec. It's Graham, right? May we bend your ear for a bit?
Bend away.
You need an eye for the tournament, I'm guessing.
Yes, I have always dreamed of becoming a knight.
Why? With Daventry's addendums this and proclamations that, it seems a frightful business. Do you have any idea how many royal guards we lose to that voracious moat monster?
Well, my father was a knight, and my grandfather was a knight, and my great-grandfather, well, he was a dentist, but his father was a knight. Basically, I come from a long line of protecting crowns. I started looking for knight jobs while I was still in the academy, but once I graduated, all the opportunities had dried up. I might not fit in here, but Daventry's my last shot.
Oh, you'll fit in just fine. It might be too late to capture the rule-defined eye of a hideous beast, but rules will bend for those who can outsmart the rule makers.
Okay, so that's kind of the